If you are more than 45 years and attain menopause, pregnancy seems unbelievable, is it? But with the modern techniques of IVF, we can bring back your menstruation and the uterus can be made ready for a pregnancy with a pretty good success rate.
Menteri Ketenaga Social Welfare ke Jela Meghalaya uba apoleng do habai keren bagi nong patai kubor. Ong bagi sarkar jela keladak bantung ya ke advisory board ke ban clear dunong bishar bala syongtan Justice Shivaji Pandey. Rengkat bat arngut kidkot ke badi senior advocate uba Endi Chulai bat ke Sereng Yanggi. Banaduk kesimbaar jengkata yau la Penteri Kampura ke Prevention of Illicit Traffic in Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances PIT NDPS Act syajar kendai spa prabupra ke jela. Uba poleng do uloong ba kenekaan kalong kebaklan bantek lakam ya kakam dedrak sakajela kumbala kedausai haga klos basipau jo keneka act kabalong kum kawei ni kijaka kabau drugs ujelai bha kibadie bat kiba pendonkam uloong ba kedau ba ban pentrei kam mekaan kebaklan kedai namar bakaan keba menchua ka NDPS Act syajar kendai spa prapusan kedan bun kijingduna bat kamla bantek lakam ne perking bha ya ginong de drugs Uba poleng do ulong bagenekaan kan penkuk bore kejela ban kem gibrio hadu andru benai bat ban penjelan sahendru benai ada gidi gibrio gibamlien ban kayi nede drugs bean ndai an haban yo ekjing menjur nak advisory board ulong bag sarkar jela kan don ya ke bor ban set yo uno nong de drugs nadu lai benai hadu arsnem bat uno basya kem leng ba keneka kenon an bat sya plat no na kejing petha jong ka advisory board onla bansha kem biang bat bansha set biang la raja bakadon kanu ka jing ujor persya yau.
There were several loopholes in the act, as all of you are aware, and some of these major loopholes also facilitated violators to circumvent the act and therefore render it ineffective. So after the series of meetings organized at my initiative, I'm now happy to inform you that after 2 meetings with the Deputy CM in charge Home Police and senior police officials, we have now been able to invoke a more severe act known as the Prevention of Illicit Traffic in Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1988. This Act of 1988 is more severe, more effective, and Meghalaya being identified under clause 10 of this Act as one of the vulnerable areas. Briefly, what this act says is that we have to constitute an advisory board. An advisory board acts like a court of appeal, where any détenu, if he feels that he has been wrongly confined or detained, he can make an appeal before the advisory board. We have notified a 3-member advisory board comprising of, as per copies circulated to you, Honorable Mr. Justice Retired Shivaji Pandey, Chairman, then Mr. Endi Chulai, Senior Advocate, High Court of Meghalaya, as member, and Mr. Sereng Yanggi, Senior Advocate, High Court of Meghalaya, as member. So, there have always been complaints that repeat offenders, people who keep getting in and out of either police stations or jails and keep going back to drug trafficking. This act takes care of such cases because it empowers the state to detain such persons for a period of not less than 3 months without the advisory board extending up to 6 months. However, if the case is to be, if the detention has to cross 6 months, then the matter comes under the advisory board for its consideration. Any person who has been detained under this order and then is released on the advice of the advisory board is also liable to be rearrested and detained in case of fresh cases being filed against such persons. These detainees are liable to be transferred from place to place within the state or outside the state as well. Now, we waited for and got the confirmation of Honorable Mr. Justice Retired Shivaji Pandey. And on the day that he gave his consent, because you would need somebody of that stature, a retired High Court judge, to agree to be chairman, that then you can fill up and constitute the board. It could have been a one-member board, but then to ensure and reiterate our commitment to human rights protection, we made it a 3-member board.